Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Trying to get the subscribers up. So if you're watching the videos, you're enjoying the content, just hit the subscribe button, hit the like. It's simple. Share the video. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to Andre Ellerby for the donation. Greg Saudi, you already know you support, and Lulu. I got OSU fans showing love. So shout out to y'all, and I appreciate everything. And the people that joined the live and donated, thank you. Now let's just get into it. So Michigan plays Indiana this Saturday at 12 o'clock on Fox Sports FS1. So Indiana is 2-0 right now. They beat Penn State, and I'm just gonna run over some stats, and then we're gonna get into it. So Indiana's 2-0. They beat Penn State, so that's a quality win. Quarterback Michael Penix Jr. He's 58% on the year, 408 yards. He's got 4 TDs and a pick. Stevie Scott is the starting running back. He's got 41 carries for 138 and 2 TDs. So that's like 3.8 yards a carry. That's not that good. But he's 6'2", 230. You know what that means? That means if he starts toting it, he gonna be toting us all the way up and down the field. He's bigger than most of our linebackers. So there's top leading receivers Wap Filler, 10 receptions, 173 and a TD. And on defense, you got number 47 Micah McFadden. He's got like 17 tackles. So want to look out for him. But this game right here it's a must win. And hearing a lot of the comments from the coaches and the players, it's just obvious Michigan wasn't prepared at all to play Michigan State. And I speak on this a lot about respecting your opponent. And I find that we don't respect OSU sometimes. We didn't respect Wisconsin last year. You can't be not respecting your opponents, especially in-state rivalry. You're not respecting Michigan State. That's fine for a fan to do. I ain't out there playing the game hidden. So I know y'all. Somebody gonna say, "Well, you said they was gonna pull them out. You was overconfident." I'm not putting on the pads and going out there hitting and lining up and playing. The players always supposed to have their head on straight and be focused. But it's a young team. That happens. But hearing the coaches sound like they took it lightly. So I'm hearing from coaches they weren't. We normally had 3 weeks to prepare for Minnesota, but I had to get them back on board with the just having 3 days to get them ready. Come on, bro. Once you in the season, you know how much time you got. But I'm not finna I'm not finna go on no rant about the things that they messed up in that game. It's just, but in this one, I saw some things that we can do on offense. Is obviously the screen game, and we need to see who's the starting running back. If Haskins or Charbonnet or Corum, whoever starts toting it, hey, let's continue to let him tote it. We might want to do that. Instead of playing musical chairs with your running backs. We get a receiver that starts eating up the corner. You might want to keep going to him and stop playing musical chairs with everybody. Let's get some consistency and let's figure out who are the stars, who can be counted on, and who is going to be consistent. Can we do that? Or are we just going to keep playing musical chairs? Get it together. Like, some of this stuff, the more I think about it, I'm trying not to explode over here. But let's see. So we want to find that running game. Who's the starting back and let him get the bulk of the carries. If you want to, so honestly, Chris Evans should be used in the passing game. That's where his forte should be. I wouldn't even barely give him carries. I'm just being honest. I would use him in the passing game. Corum, I would use him in both. Haskins and Charbonnet, you're in between the tackles. Haskins looked like he probably should start. So that's just that. And when I saw Penn State, what Penn State did against Indiana, Clifford was their leading rusher. He had like 100 and some yards. I know he broke like a 40-yarder, but even without that, he still had 80. So on the read, it might be crucial for Joe to keep the ball on the read more. And not only that, but when you have those yards, Joe, you gotta be decisive. You have to, like, if you have a receiver 2 yards in front of you, but you can run and he can block for you, it's time for you to go get them yards. Don't throw it to him and then the defender just tackles him for a gain of 2. No, you point him to block that defender and you can pick up 7 or 8 or 10 or who knows how much. Just be decisive. Ain't no point in you throwing a pass 2 yards to somebody 2 yards in front of you when you're already running towards the line with momentum. Like, come on, bro. You can't overthink it. Practice ain't the game. That's some stuff you would do in practice. The game on now. But besides that, let's see. The passing game. Now I know we want to get the passing game going, but we got to find out who can actually get open deep. I'm talking about open like some of Michigan State receivers. When we call up a play, this dude is open for real. 5 yards, beats him by 5 yards. Something like that. 3 yards. I'm not seeing the separation. I'm really not seeing it. But it's got to be figured out who's going to be that receiver. Is it Wilson? Is it Henning? Henning looks like he's fast. I think I would try him on some deep stuff. He looks like he can scoop. Every time he gets a reverse, he hits that corner. He looks like he's smelling the end zone. So that's just some of the things that we need to get going on offense. Now, and one more thing before I get to the defense, because that's just going to take everything away. But on offense, I want to see a real play action. Like, out of the pistol and this stuff, I don't like the play action. I don't like this, okay, you get it, now you do this, and like, I want to see a real put it out there, pull it. Now, I want to see a real play action. Defenses ain't biting on that stuff after so long. Them little fakes, you can tell, like, he ain't giving it to him. Yo, after a certain point, the eye discipline. But when you do a real play action and that you put that ball out there, the defense has to respect that. Like, the defense has to respect that. I want to see that. But that's all I got for this. The offense. Defense, y'all. I mean, what do we? Defense, we need to run zone for. They run the spread. Indiana runs the spread. We need to run more zones. But Don Brown, it's not likely he's going to. If he does, it's going to be a cover 2. I got some info. I heard from someone that Michigan runs cover 2, or they run man. That's all they're running. Man and cover 2. So, I mean, it's all in the air, y'all. We don't know what they gonna do, what Don Brown gonna do. He might come out with the same. What I'm hearing is They're trying to put Dax Hill at corner, which is fine, but there's more than one receiver. There's more than one receiver, and when you do that, okay, you still gonna want a man blitz. Now who's at that safety that's gonna be manned up a lot of the time? That's gonna end up getting torched. It's just this dude wants to tweak and tweak and tweak this man defense. Like he'll tweak it. I'm gonna put tape right here, a little tape over here, a little more tape on this side. Man, that thing is broke. Buy a new one. New scheme time, bro. Throw that scheme away. You can't run it this year. Throw the scheme away. You can't run it. But wait, if I can hold on. I don't want to throw it away just yet. I can move Dax over here. I can still blitz. Smack this dude, somebody. This man constantly want to run this man defense. Man blitz. Get over it, bro. Get over it. Don't make no sense that you running two defense. You've been at Michigan for what, 4, 5 years? 4 years at least? And you got two defenses, man blitz, man blitz, cover two. That's a shame. I can't. What's to really talk about on the defense? Okay, let's just hope Queedy and Aiden show up in our beast and can get pressure on Penix. But with them watching film from Michigan State, maybe watching film from some of them OSU games, they gonna know. Put more blockers back there. If we got anybody fast enough to get behind their corners, we finna do something that Indiana ain't did in about 20-some years. It's been about 25 years since they've beaten us. The last 24 times. So that's just what it is. That Don Brown in that scheme, he too stubborn. I mean, it ain't no much to say. All we can do is hope they don't have enough. Our offense shows up, and they don't have the horses on offense to exploit his scheme. That's all it is, y'all. We got to hope and pray, because if they got a receiver that's fast enough and they smart enough to put some extra blockers on there, we're gonna be in a somewhat. It's gonna be a shootout. They done scored 35, pretty much in both. They scored 36 one game, and I think 37 the other game. So they're averaging about 36 points. So we gonna see. We just hope the offense shows up, and hope they don't have enough speed on at receiver to exploit Mr. Brown. That's all I got for this one, y'all. I'll probably make another video just to rant some more, because I'm pretty frustrated. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. And as always, go blue.